gonna make it. I am not enjoying the views at all. I think I'm doing okay. Oh yes. Oh, it's really scary when it's moving.
Have you ever heard of Caminito del Rey? Up until 2 weeks ago, we hadn't. But when I started looking into things to do in and around Malaga, I came across it. And when I googled it, I found out it was deemed the most dangerous walk in the world. And that piqued my interest. In short, it's a hike. It's about 7.7 kilometers long. Doesn't sound that hard. The thing is, the hike is taking place on a cliffside. So you're walking approximately 100 meters above ground. And you have about half a meter to a meter ledge that you're walking on. And I instantly knew that's something that we have to do. My biggest concern is getting Sandra to do it. She's not that fond of heights. And last week when we hiked up the rock in Gibraltar, I found out that neither am I. I just got it in my head and it just has to be done. We just parked the car on the north end of the trail. So this is where the Caminito starts, and then once we finish it, we have to take a shuttle bus back here. Our tour starts in about 2 hours, so I think we have some time to kill.
The Caminito starts here.
So this is the free parking. If you're here early, you might be lucky and actually get a spot here. We're already getting a taste of what lies ahead. It's gonna be some pretty good views, I hope. Judging by the amount of people, I think we found the entrance.
Right. I think we are supposed to wait for the guide here. Let's just see what happens.
You need to be here half an hour before your tour starts, at least if you have a guided tour like we do. And it's very unclear what to do once you approach the gate. Just stand in line, make your way to the guide who is checking the tickets, and he points people in different directions. So it's just go with the flow. It's also important to wear closed-top shoes, because they won't let you in unless you have closed-top shoes. We actually had a couple standing in line right before us, and he just turned them right back around. Didn't matter if they had a ticket.
Guía uno en cada idioma y así mejor para todo el mundo.
You get a hairnet, and you get a hard hat. And some earpiece. And a receiver.
So we put the hairnet on, the hard hat, earpiece.
Ready to go?
We're ready to go. Is this really the most dangerous path in the whole world?
Nowadays it's quite safe.
Okay.
It's dangerous when you don't look where you're walking.
So far it's very beautiful. Really, really beautiful.
I keep putting the camera down, and as soon as I turn it off, I have to turn it back on. It's really, really beautiful. So we're actually walking on a newer walkway that they built in 2015. So Sandra, what do you think so far?
We're just passing quite a drop, so For the moment I'm okay, but oh,
Is the height getting to you?
a little bit.
Just stick to the wall on the right side.
Having a break.
We're almost about an hour in.
Already?
Yeah, I think so. We just came out of the first gorge and now we're walking more like a normal hike. Even though it's a steep drop. And I think way over there, probably hard to see, there in the distance is the King's Bridge.
This is the chocolate tree. Unfortunately, the fruits are not mature yet, but if they were brown, you can take the fruit and it tastes like chocolate.
We need to get one of those.
Yes! It's just stunningly beautiful.
So we're just about to entering the second gorge. And this should be the thrilling one. So I'm really excited about this.
In front of me, you will see the African plate. Okay, more or less. This is not real. This is more or less. And this to your right is the European plate. This tectonical plate crashed in the Jurassic periods 4 million years ago. And the African plate rising.
This is where the African and the European tectonical plates meet, creating these mountains.
So that there should be Africa and this here should be Europe. The lower one is the original one and I'm really glad we're not walking on that one.
Nice view.
All this here is the old path. Okay, we have a glass bridge coming up, or a glass part of the walk. Do you dare to walk on it?
When in Rome, don't miss Paris.
And this is it. We're only allowed to be 4 person at a time on it, so we have to wait. Still clinging to the wall.
We're heading for the bridge, and I think I have to just prepare myself mentally.
This is where we started, this is where we walked, and now we are there. Almost at the end.
Okay, here I go. I can feel the wind even more here, and the bridge is moving by all the people walking on it. Halfway. I think I'm gonna make it. I am not enjoying the views at all. I'm kind of focused on the gentleman's ahead of me. I think I'm doing okay. Oh, yes. Okay. Oh, it's really scary when it's moving. Okay. I think I made it. What is he doing?
You really feel it moving.
Did you? Didn't feel a thing.
Yeah, right.
I have one slight problem, and that is that we are now moving on the other side, and I've been leaning on my right, and now I have to lean on my left. Wow, this is beautiful. Green is my favorite color. I can't find any more words to explain how beautiful it is here. It's just stunning, amazing, truly, truly beautiful.
Just a home stretch left. I think right up there is the end of the trail. You walk pretty much straight forward the whole trail. This is the only section where there are stairs. And they're not that bad.
Just want to thank you for taking me on this beautiful hike. I appreciate it so much. It was sometimes quite scary with the heights, but still so beautiful.
It's hard to really show how high up you are when you're hiking the trail, but this will give you a picture. Over there is the suspension bridge we just passed.
After you have finished the hike, there is a 1.5 kilometer walk down to the shuttle buses that will take you to the northern entrance if you park your car there.
And there is the bus.
The bus is 155 cash, only cash, and still it's mandatory to wear a mask.
Lush?
I was so well prepared with the money, but it cost a little bit more, so $2.50 per person.
We're back at where we began, but our day doesn't end here. We're staying here in a tiny village. So how would you like to summarize Caminito del Rey?
It was the most beautiful hike I've ever taken in my whole life, so far.
And once you got here, you have two options. You can pay for parking like we did, it's €2, or you can roll the dice and see if you're lucky to find a spot on the road. But when we got here, there were plenty of spaces in the paid parking lot, but no space at all on the street. You should book your tickets in advance. We were kind of late, so we had to take the guided tour. I don't regret it, it was a good guide. It was nice to get the history behind the trail, but it cost €18 plus some service charges. If you are walking it on your own, it's only €10. But those tickets sell out so fast, you have to book them months in advance.
Even if you are on a guided tour, you are allowed to leave the guided tour just in the middle of it.
And also you should read up on the rules before coming here. So you have to wear closed-top shoes.
There are no toilets along the path. There are just at the beginning and at the end.
And the same goes for where you can buy snacks and water. There are some vending machines at the starting point, and at the south end there are these booths selling both beverages, snacks, and also some souvenirs and other knickknacks.
You can buy the bus ticket from the driver. It costs $2.50 per person.
It's a really fun thing to do, and it's not that dangerous. It used to be the most dangerous path in the world, but it's not anymore. It only takes about 2.5 hours to do the whole walk with a guide. And if you do it by yourself, you can probably cut that time in half. So yeah, I'm really glad we did it, and I'm really proud of you.
Thank you.
For actually doing it. I was not sure there at the point. You were leaning towards the cliffside.
I got vertigo by looking up.
And now we have to find our hotel. That's the next task of the day. Let's go.
We're just freshen up a little bit, and we came up to the terrace of the hotel. And the nice man at the reception gave us a map of the town. We are here. Very nice view. This is the old town, and we're supposed to go up through the old town up to the Arabic castle.
The views up here are great, but you get kind of spoiled after walking the Caminito earlier today.
We just had a quick dinner, and then we stopped at the grocery store to pick up some snacks, because the plan is to catch the sunset.
And I think we've found just the perfect spot to catch the sunset. Thank you so much for watching, and if you haven't already, please subscribe and hit that bell button so you don't miss out on any of our exploring in the future. We would really appreciate it. Have a good one.